Alright, Horus Heresy Battle Report number 2. We're playing 2300 points today, mainly because we wanted to try out some cool new stuff. So some of it will not be painted, but yeah, I guess you'll have to live with that. We are playing Purge the Alien Kill Points, and we are playing at Vanguard Strike, as you can see. Table's all set up. So we'll start off, actually we'll do the Deathguard first. So what do we got over here, man? We got 10 Devastators with rocket launchers, or 10 Heavy Support Squad, sorry, with rocket launchers, and all specs on the Sergeant. We have Mortarion and the 5 Death Shroud, plus 2 Centurions, 1 Primus Medicae and 1 level 2 Librarian. He picked up Divination with Prescience and Misfortune. 10-man Tactical Squad over there. And if I move around here, 20-man Tactical Squad in the middle there. Another 10-man Heavy Support Squad. Both Heavy Support Squads have got Apothecaries as well. There's a 10-man Tactical Support Squad in the middle there with Volkite Calviers and a Apothecary. And up the back there we have a Rapier battery with 3 quad guns. It's 2300 points. I'll give you a better look at it. Kind of scary with all those Marines. And on the Emperor's Children's side, 5 Legion jet bikes with 1 multi-melter and a power weapon. A special weapons squad with 4 Volkite Calviers. Heavy support squad with 4 las cannons. Over here you've got a 10-man Legion veteran tactical squad with a melter, missile launcher, power weapon and fulgrim. Then you've got a 5-man Seeker squad, a Centurion with artificer armor and power weapon. Got another veteran tactical squad over here with a double melter power fist. They're outflanking thanks to the veteran rules. And then over here 10 assault marines with a power weapon. And my Storm Raven today is subbing in for a Storm Eagle just so we can try out some cool new stuff. So that's 2300 points aside. Emperor's Children are going first, so I'll be back at the end of 1. Alright, bottom of 1. I said I was going first. It turns out my opponent seized on me and I got absolutely caned. So the Devastators, or the Heavy Weapon Squad over there, fired, killed 2 bikes, and then the quad launchers, the tactical squad, the Volkite squad, and the heavy weapons squad pounded Fulgrim's unit. He took a wound and the tactical squad is no more. And I lost 3 of the Seekers as well. Very, very bad turn for me. I've literally just got that on the table until my reserves start turning up. I'll be back at the bottom of 1. Alright, bottom of 1. I had a really short turn because I've got bugger all on the table at the moment. The jet bikes moved up and then turbo boosted to hopefully get some attacks in next turn. The Volkites and what remains of the Seekers and Fulgrim over there fired into the tactical squad, killing 4. And the las cannons fired into the heavy support squad, killing 3. So I'm just waiting for reserves at this point and getting pounded for it. But I'll be back at the top of 2. Top of 2, and it's really, really not good. I've got 1 jet bike still alive. I've got Fulgrim over here who's taken a wound, and that's all I've literally got left. Everything else got pounded by poison frag missiles, and those quad cannons up the back there are just atrocious. Mortarion was lining up a charge to kill my Volkite squad, but then they all died to frag missiles. So it's going to be primarch on primarch action in my turn 2. So back in a sec. We've got Mortarion versus Fulgrim in my turn 2. So we're going to roll this on camera because it's kind of cool. Fulgrim mounts a total of 9 attacks on the charge because of the difference in initiative and the rule Sublime Swordsman. So here they are here. 3s to hit because my weapon skill is higher. So 5 hits. Strength 6 versus Mortarion's toughness of 7, so it's, what's that, 5s to wound. Yep. And Fulgrim manages nothing, not 1 single wound.
He's dancing around.
So, in response, Mortarion has 5 attacks base, and he doesn't get any bonuses because he's not as awesome as Fulgrim. So, 5 attacks, Tim. What's that? That's not 5.
Oh, I'm cheating.
He's hitting,
Mortarion, you're supposed to cheat.
He's hitting on 4s. It seems they're both not on their game today. And he's strength 7 because of his weapon, so he's winning on 3s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Fulgrim in close combat has a 3-up invulnerable. And 2 saves. Now, bizarrely, because of Fulgrim's special rule, he actually wins the combat by 2, but since both the primarchs are fearless, it's a drawn combat. So, that's the end of my 2. The jet bike zoomed over there and kind of did nothing, and the Storm Eagle, sorry, turned up and killed a whole bunch of the Havocs. So we're going into the start of turn 3 for the Deathguard. Back in a sec. Alright, bottom of 3, oh sorry, top of 3 after the Deathguard. Mortarion and Fulgrim managed 1 wound on each other, and Mortarion failed his will not die. And my Storm Eagle took 2 hull points from the Skyfiring missiles and the Volkites, interestingly enough. Otherwise that was it, mainly because I've got nothing on the table. I'll actually roll my reserves on camera, so 3 up for my outflank. They are, if I can get that to focus, nope, it's a 4 there, they're coming on. And which side do they come on? They come on from over there, which is kind of good because that's exactly where I wanted them to. So back at the top of, bottom of turn 3. Alright, bottom of 3, Mortarions dropped 2 extra wounds on Fulgrim with nothing in return. My lone jet bike tried to charge and then took a crack missile and Overwatch to the face. My Storm Eagle gunship put a whole bunch of wounds into that tactical squad there. My outflanking veterans put a whole bunch of wounds into that heavy weapons team there. And my assault marines won combat by a couple and killed some of them. So clawing it back, but it's still not looking pretty. So I'd say Fulgrim's not in a good place right now because Mortarion's got 6 wounds to my remaining 3. And I'm only winning on 5s and he's winning on 3. So it's not looking good there, but I'll be back at the top of 4. Okay, bottom of 4 I think this was. We are seeing some recovery. Actually, it was the top of 4 because you've just blown my Storm Eagle out of the sky with Devastators. What didn't all go his way, my Assault Marines broke and ran down the tactical squad they were fighting. And I lost a few of my veteran tacticals over there. Most importantly though, I put 2 more wounds on Mortarion, he put 1 more on me, so we're going to keep whacking each other and hopefully someone will die very shortly. I might start recording the combat again starting this turn, so yeah, I'll be back at the bottom of 4. Bottom of 4, Fulgrim and Mortarion continue to pound on each other there. I'd say the foregone conclusion there, since I've only got 1 wound left and can't seem to roll, it will not die to save my life. The Assault Marines charged the Tacticals and won combat and we stayed locked, and the Veteran Tacticals charged the Havocs and stayed locked. So we're proceeding into 5 with a bunch of assaults in play at the moment. The Deathguard have this on kill points quite easily, but it's not the whitewash it looked like it was going to be a couple of turns ago. So back at the top of 5. Here we are at the top of 4. We're just about to roll the combat for the primarchs. As you can see, Mortarion has prescience on him, and I unfortunately have misfortune. So I have to kill Mortarion now with my 8 attacks to hope to survive that, because I've only got 1 wound left. So 8 attacks. That's not great. 5 hits, 5s to wound. I get 1 4-up invulnerable. Fails it, so he takes a wound. Now Mortarion has 5 attacks back with prescience. He's hitting on 4s, he's going to reroll a couple there. So 5 hits, strength 7, so 3s to wound. That's all of them. And I've got a 3-up invulnerable, but I have to reroll successfuls thanks to misfortune. And yeah, Fulgrim dies horribly. So Mortarion wins the duel, 4 wounds. He's still got 3 remaining as well, although I've managed 1 it will not die to Mortarion's about 4 or 5 at this point. So, and we've got to roll for them now. So do you want to roll your 4 it will not dies? And he gets to reroll failed ones, so he gets to reroll these 2 as well, and he passes on 5s. So he gets back 2 wounds. So after all that, he's only taken 2 wounds. Great. Back at the top, while I'm looking at it, the Death Shroud finished off the Assault Marines, and we're still tied up over there, and that's all I've got left. So my turn 5 in a sec, and then I think that's kind of the end of the game. Yeah, back in a sec. Alright, bottom of 5. All I had was my combat over here, which we're fighting to a stalemate because that Apothecary stands there in Artificer armor just tanking all the wounds. Does the game continue? Tim, you have to roll this one because it's your start of your 6.
Let's do it.
Yes, we actually are getting a turn 6, which I suspect will involve the Death Shroud charging that unit and me dying. But that's okay. We'll be back at the top of 6. Back at the top of 6, and it is over. As predicted, the Death Shroud managed to charge, and, well, that was the end of that unit. So Mortarion's finished. Oh, he didn't roll Mortarion. Does he get back the last of his 2 wounds before the end of the game? Reroll that 4 because of your special rule? No? Oh, he broke a nail. pretty convincing win to the Deathguard. I pulled it back a little bit at the end there, but certainly nowhere near enough, and certainly far too late to make a real difference. But thanks very much for the game, Tim. We'll be back with plenty more pre-Heresy games, hopefully with some World Eaters in the next one, if I can pull my finger out and actually get some painted. Because we're trying to do everything painted as much as possible, just ignore the Deathguard over there. The Death Shroud, I'm sure they'll have paint soon enough. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff, and I will catch you in the next video.